EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, from the Ocean Course at Kiawah Island, we bring you first-round coverage of the Carolina Open. What might we have in store for us over the course of these next 4 days? We've got big names, we've got dark horses, we've got it all as we look at the leaderboard on this Thursday. We've currently got a tie at the top of the leaderboard at 8 under par. So let's get you out to the action on the turn as we head to the tee at the par 4 10th. Frank, this tournament here at Kiawah, a special one, no question in its own right. It's so beautiful here, and there's a lot at stake. But for a young golfer, just curious, how do you keep the focus on the here and now, knowing full well that next week is the Masters?
That's the magic question, Rich, and I think that's really the definer of the best in the game and the also-rans. I would put it down to an old cliche, tomorrow never comes. Right? We always live in today. And if you have to resist looking forward, we know a huge event is going to be the following week, but really, as an athlete, you have to get better day by day. So the goal today is to be a better player today than what you were yesterday. Tomorrow, which I know I just said never comes, you've got to do the same thing again.
Well, those are the shots that turn what you'd like to be a leisurely stroll out on the golf course into a day of hard work.
Yeah, what could have been a tap-in is now going to be a grind.
Safely in. Well, it's a par here at the 10th, and he'll stay at -3. Par 5 11th, and another scoring opportunity here early on the backside, Frank.
This par 5, it looks very easy to hit it down the left side, but in actual fact, you've got to aim a little down the right side, and the reason why is this fairway actually kicks or cambers from right to left. So anything down the middle, chances are it's going to finish in the rough. Find the fairway, then this hole opens up.
And that one gonna be into the bunker off the tee. Want to make sure you catch this cleanly as a second to the par 5. Yeah, that's a good shot. Sand takes away any chance of going for the green in 2, but this is a nice recovery here to get back on track.
And that ball looked good in the air. You'd like it to be a little closer, but still, inside 40 feet, just going to have to be careful with the lag putting.
Nope, didn't see the break, and that slides by to the left. That one safely in for a bogey. And that's going to drop him to 2 under.
More fun now from Pete Dye here at the par 4 12th. This is the widest fairway on the golf course, but then it is one of the narrowest approaches.
Yeah, it's also the start of 2 very important par 4s here at Kiawah Rich, because the drive here and 13 has to be spot on. This one has bunkers, but both second shots will have water in play.
Yeah, good swing and a good result, as that is safely into the fairway. Second shot straight ahead, and we go to Iona Stephen.
Well, he's left himself 121 yards to the hole. Pin in the middle, so it's a green light.
But he'll be disappointed with that, no doubt.
Yeah, swing didn't quite look right on that one.
Now a 7-footer.
Nope, couldn't get that one on target. Nicely judged, though it's 4-5 here at the par 3. And he'll drop back now to 1 under par. The par 4 13th here at the Ocean Course is a beauty, demanding strategy off the tee. Challenging the canal running down the right side allows you to possibly shorten the hole, but playing away from the canal brings a cluster of pot bunkers into play left. Well, had a good look at the green, but couldn't cash it in. In the rough now, wondering what might have been. Nicely done as he rolls that in for his par, and he'll remain in red figures at 1 under.
Par 3 14th hole, and this one is a stunner, isn't it?
It looks good, but it's not much fun to play. When you look down there, you might as well be hitting on the top of a pyramid. And look at the way it falls off, down to that sandy area on the left, a good 10 feet below. If you finish up short, it's going to roll the way back to the tee box that way. Good 10 feet short. If you miss it on the right, well, that's about 10 feet below the level of the putting surface. I'm not even going to talk about the back of the green. Please, please, hit the green.
Okay, that's going to end up right in the middle of the green. This one, not for the faint of heart. Down a big slope, though it is for birdie.
Go, him and Chase are battling for the lead. Don't roll down that hill. No! Oh my God.
For you, so you're not hungry.
21-foot putt set to go.
That's all I get.
Ow! Ah, you hit my eye.
I did not hit it. This tail fits you nicely, huh? Hey! Oh, wait. All of the dryers full. I was like,
That is well read. A terrific putt there to save par. And he'll remain at 1 under par. On to the 15th, a par 4 at 466 yards. Plenty of room in the fairway off the tee, making this definitely a second shot hole. Because trust me, you do not want to miss left and find yourself in a waste area you need a ladder to get in and out of.
Third. Me. I don't freaking do any of
This one starting a little left off the tee.
I thought
Solid, a good drive in the fairway.
I must have thought I did everything else. And never went back in the second.
Second shot, good look at the green. I think I'll be fairly pleased with that, Frank. What do you think?
I certainly do. It was so good.
Crap fucking sucks. Or we don't know how to drive on it.
Okay, a solid par here at the 15th. And he'll stay at 2 under. So our featured golfer well back after round 1 and now likely in a fight just to play the weekend.
I think they were in a different zip code today, Rich. It was like watching two different players, really. The ones at the top of the leaderboard and, well, our cherished featured player. Not that good today.
So for Frank Nobilo, Nota Begay III, and Iona Stephen, I'm Rich Lerner. We'll see you next time on EA Sports.
green yet?
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From the Ocean Course at Kiawah Island, it's live second-round coverage of the Carolina Open. Well, if we see more of what we witnessed yesterday, we're in for a heck of a battle these next 3 days as we show you the current leaderboard here on this Friday. Denny McCarthy is the leader. He sits at 10 under par. We'll get out to the action here as we pick things up on the par 4 6th hole. Beautiful tempo to that swing, and this is going to wind up squarely in the fairway.
190 now on the second shot.
That's got to be disappointing. Good lie in the fairway, and the approach winds up in the bunker. Third shot coming up now from the bunker. Yeah, that was going to be tough to fly that all the way to the hole out of the bunker, and this is going to come up a good bit short. Okay, it's a bogey here at number 6. And that's going to drop him down the leaderboard just a bit.
Super wide fairway here at the par 5 7th. Definitely reachable in 2. I think you'd be disappointed if you didn't walk off with a 4 here.
That's certainly the plan of most people on this hole, Rich, and I just think of that old adage that I was taught as a kid, and it's great for these holes. It still works. Tee it high, let it fly. The drive was fine, but just not long enough, so this par 5 out of his reach.
So in the fairway, but a pretty good number to carry here for a second to the par 5.
That second shot got all the way down by the green, but in the bunker. So we'll have to see what the explosion shot can do from here. Really need a birdie right now.
Pretty good. That all that remains for a birdie 4. Yes, runs that one right in. It's a birdie here at the 7th. And that's going to help his chances to play the weekend, as currently he's hovering right around the cut line. They say long is rarely a good miss at the Ocean Course. Never is that more evident than here at the par 3-8. It is another elevated green where anything that skips over the back will leave a semi-blind shot out of a deep waist area. that one gonna wind up smack dab in the middle of the green. Iona's down there, this for birdie.
Yeah, it's a long putt, so pace is important, but there's not a whole lot to it. I fancy the chances of getting this close.
And this will be a 5-foot putt here. Okay, good roll there. It is a par here at the 8th, and he'll stay right where he is. The final hole on this front side is a right to left par 4 at 514 yards. A lone putt bunker right off the tee must be avoided, and most players will be left with a mid to long iron into a green with more than its share of humps and hollows. Nothing to fault there, safely in the fairway. That's so nearly a birdie, but par is all he'll have to show for it.
Here we go, making the turn, par 4, 10th hole. And Frank, what's in front of the player right now?
I prefer to see this hole, Rich, as a slight dog leg left to right. Then that way it takes out the temptation to mess around with that right side. Nothing wrong with hitting it a little left of center. The hole will still open up. I know I've got to hit it across the bunker, but there's nothing wrong with that.
A good 190-yard shot, and this is the second. Well, not as close to the pin as you'd like, but when you find greens in regulation on a regular basis, you're going to have a chance. Iona, this a birdie putt.
And this is going to be moving left the whole way. It's going to be one big arc all the way to the hole.
That slides by to the right. Just never had that on target. Okay, that one in for a bogey here at 10. And that won't help the cause one bit. Not much is straightforward here at the Ocean Course. This 11th is proof positive of that at a stout 593 yards. A handful of half-moon bunkers right are what to avoid on your tee shot, but even with a drive in the fairway, a couple of devilishly placed putt bunkers up near the hole have been known to give golfers fits. And that will do just fine. Going to take a big poke to get there, but a chance with his second to the par 5. Well, just a good solid shot right there with that 3-wood, Frank.
That's an aggressive layup, really trying to force that 3-wood down and get it as close as possible to the green. That's 2 good shots if you can't reach the par 5.
And that's going to leave some work, but it'll end up okay. 12 feet still to go. Oh, yes. Plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. And that's a step in the right direction, but he is not through to the weekend yet, as he is currently right on the cut line. So for our featured golfer, Frank, it is on to the weekend. Who knows, if you get out early on Saturday, try and post a number, see what happens.
Exactly. There's such a fine line, Rich, between playing well and sort of not struggling, but just mediocre. Putt goes in here or there. That could easily change tomorrow. Make a couple of birdies early, pop a long one in, and all of a sudden you're off and running.
Till next time, for our entire cast and crew, I'm Rich Lerm. This has been a presentation of EA Sports PGA Tour Golf. So long, everybody. EA Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From the Ocean Course at Kiawah Island Golf Resort, live third-round coverage of the Carolina Open. Well, if yesterday was any indication, we should be in for a memorable weekend of golf here as we take in the leaderboard on this Saturday. We've got a tie up at the top at 14 under par. We'll get right out to the action here as we head to the tee at the par 4 first. And that should be just fine. Good drive there to get the Saturday round underway.
Now, in my book, that's a good shot. You can really aim at the middle of just about every single green. If you did it all day long, some of those would finish up close, and you'd have plenty of birdie putts.
Got it there, but not quite on target. Safely in. It's a par here at the first, and he'll remain at 4 under.
Frank, looking out onto that marsh, no doubt there are alligators roaming around. So it's a good time to remind our players that this is where they decide how much of that marsh they want to bite off with the tee shot here.
Yeah, I don't really advise biting too much off, Rich. This is almost an S-shaped par 5. I mean, there's a long run-up down that right side, so basically anything in a straight line, a good tee shot, still going to be able to reach. While there's good bounces, there's bad bounces. That was a good one.
Well within range from here. A second now to the par 5. Got every bit of that through all the way there and got it to stop. Home in 2 on the par 5. The speed was right what you want, but the eagle putt doesn't go down. Okay, no problems there. Finishing off a birdie at number 2. And he'll get it into red figures for the day at 1 under par, 5 under overall. Up next, the 390-yard par 4 third, where you stand on an island-like tee, driving across the marsh to an extremely wide fairway. You have to be precise on your approach here because of the elevated tabletop green. Miss the putting surface, and par is a challenge. No problems there. That's going to wind up safely in the fairway. 70 yards. All that's left here for his second.
Lovely pitch shot. Just nipped that ball off the turf. Just flew through the air beautifully. Sat down fairly quick as well. Good shot.
Nicely done. It is a par here at the third. And he'll stay at 5 under.
Well, Frank, this is the hardest hole on the outward 9. What makes it so difficult?
It's dead flat, Rich. There's very little that you can see off the tee, so you have a blind tee shot with a big carry. Way too conservative. Freewood admittedly finds the fairway, but look at the length of the second shot.
I think I'd be fairly pleased with that, Frank. What do you think?
I certainly do. It was so good.
Okay, that one finished off. It's a par here at 4. And he'll remain right where he is. Here we are now at the first par 3 on the course, 207-yard fifth. Massive green will entice you, but be careful. If you're on the wrong part of the putting surface, a 2-putt will be a challenge. Now from the bunker.
Just a little splash out on this par 3.
Well, this one out of the bunker, that is a positive development, but not on the green. It's in the short grass. No, rushed it. Okay, that one finished off for a 5 here at the par 3. And that's going to drop him back to 4 under par. So, Frank, not much movement here on moving day and even par round, and they're going to find themselves pretty well out of the picture.
Yeah, even par on the third round is certainly going backwards in my book, but yeah, if you can't win, then at least maybe find something this on this final round that maybe you can use next week, the week after.
So, for Frank Nobilo, Notable Gay III, Iona Stephen, and a cast of hundreds, I'm Rich Lerner. You've been watching PGA Tour Golf on EA Sports. So long, everyone. EA Sports and the PGA Tour so proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From Kiawah Island, just outside of Charleston, South Carolina, live final round coverage of the Carolina Open. What a week and weekend this has been so far. Everything you want in a golf tournament. By nightfall, we will have our winner. As you take a look at the current leaderboard on this Sunday afternoon, the leader is Tom Hoagie. He's at an even 20 under. So out to the action we go as we catch up with our golfer on the tee at the par 4 13th. This is position A, right in the fairway, and 180 yards to go.
It was a good shot coming in here. I know it's a little long, but still inside that 10-foot circle is always good and even money, really, to make birdie.
Confidently done there. That's in for birdie here at 13. And that'll move him to 7 under par.
Par 3 14th here at the Ocean Course. Just gorgeous, but it is treacherous. You're exposed to the wind up there on the green, and you might need to hit, I don't know about lumber, but low iron at a minimum, Frank. This is a great hole.
It certainly is. It can play as long as 240 yards, but it's one of those holes too. If you were aware of the fact that most of the field's going to play it in 3.5 or 4 shots, you would take 3 every single day. But I'm going to tell you now, that's exactly what they do on this hole. Don't try and make it 2. Take a 3. You will gain on the field. Listening?
Okay, safely aboard. Birdie putt coming up, and we go to Iona Stephen.
Yeah, and this is the sort of putt that he can have a good run at, ever so slightly up the hill with a hint of movement from left to right.
Oh, yes. Plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. And that's going to move him to 8 under. The 15th is a par 4 at 466 yards. The landing area is a little more benign than some of the other par 4s on the course, but missing left up near the green is where the score could really start to add up. And no issues there. Good tee shot in the short grass. Wind coming from his right as he gets set for his second.
It's a solid shot and a green in regulation, but a little away from the band.
Got to at least try to cozy it in that 3-foot circle. This for birdie. Yeah, he had a pretty good run at that, but it won't go down. Still pretty good from there. Okay, safely in for his par. And he's going to remain at 8 under. Normally you look at par 5s as definite scoring holes. You may want to think twice about that here at the 16th. It can oftentimes play longer than its listed 581 yards. The defining feature is the incredibly deep bunker left of the green. Anything down there is a bogey or worse waiting to happen. Boy, the rhythm is definitely there today. Another wonderful tee shot. Now, from just under 300 yards, a second from the fairway at the par 5. I'm not sure he got every bit of that 3-wood trying to get home to this par 5 in 2, but still in the ball game for a birdie.
Want to get it? Yeah.
Let's bring in Nota Begay III for a look at birdie.
And these are the putts you drill when you're on the putting green before the round. This should have a good chance to go in.
Hang on. That's going to leave about 3 feet. Okay, that'll be a par here at 16. And he'll stay right where he is. Now to one of the most famous holes in recent major championship golf, the 17th, the par 3. And Frank, I don't want to plant seeds of doubt, but when I stare at this hole with the water, I'm thinking about disaster and calamity. It's all right there, isn't it?
It's all happened here, Rich. This hole has a memory. The first time we ever saw it on TV was in the 1991 Ryder Cup, and it was the deciding hole. So many of the best players in the world actually found water. For example, even just this finish. Remember Colin Montgomery playing Mark Cappovecchio? Colin Montgomery finished bogey, bogey, double bogey, bogey, and won all 4 holes. But this one, you just try and survive.
You haven't been doing it.
Okay, safely on the putting surface out of the sand. Would have maybe like to run that up a little further, but that's not the worst shot in the world.
Now stop.
Yeah, that's a good putt. It is in for par here at 17. And he'll remain right where he is.
I wanted to play it today.
It's always fun, isn't it, to play a hole that oozes history. This 18th has it all. Go back to the 1991 Ryder Cup, and then the wild scene, the finish, the 2021 PGA Championship. He just keeps motoring right along. Another good tee shot right there. Noticeable breeze coming right to left as he eyes his second.
Lovely pitch shot. Just nipped that ball off the turf. Just flew through the air beautifully. Sat down fairly quick as well. Good shot.
Yeah, that's a good putt. It is in for his par here at 18. That will be a great final round score of 68. So Frank, for our featured golfer, they came roaring out on this Sunday. It won't be enough to place him too high on the leaderboard, but a terrific final round nonetheless.
Certainly, and I want to re-emphasize what you were saying though, Rich. Sunday, it's so important because when you can close, and irrespective of the position they finish, but you're learning to close. That was the key today.
Next event will be the
So for Frank Nobilo, Nota Begay III, and Iona Stephen, I'm Rich Lerner. We'll see you next time on EA Sports PGA Tour Golf.